the wonders of Kenyan basketball never cease. So today I was barred entry from going to the Nyayo gym.
This is it.
Yeah, you said you didn't know and
Ati?
Ulikuwa anti sio?
Aje. Siendo secgen.
Lakini leo umemwona sio?
Ati?
Amekwambia nini?
Ameniambia nini? Wewe ndio umeniambia?
Basi.
Yeye ndio ameniambia.
Okay, fine. Kama yeye nimekwambia basi uingie.
Wewe ndio umeniambia, wewe ndio umesema.
Chana ngena nje.
So. Okay.
And it's quite interesting. So as per recording this video is going to drop on Sunday, but these events happened on Saturday, to be specific, June 8th. That's yesterday. So I made my way to the Nyayo gymnasium in the afternoon. I went there. I was hoping to be able to pay for my ticket to get into the gym, but I can say orders from above dictated that I shouldn't enter.
Amoko amekusema kwako. Sasa mimi niomboe kama talk to you. Yes. Najua mimi nimekuja nikasema kupata Nderitu nje mimi kwa naingia. Sasa nikamwambia usiingie. Ananiambia is this for entering. Muuliza ni pesa hakuna mashida nyingi. Nikatoa doni bibi. Amoko akasema akamuuliza you don't know Anji. Sawa. Mimi nikauliza kwani kuna shida? Akanambia Anji amesema Nderitu asiingie. Nikauliza why? Anji amesema
No, what's the reason why? Yeah. No. Achana hiyo. Why? No, because city vile nilikuja hiyo time. I came earlier. Nikakuja hapo, nikadirect kwenu nikauliza, okay, nimesema nisilipe niingie.
Hata akilipa asiingie.
Nikakuja hapo ukanisalimia. Amoko akaniambia hauingii. You didn't say that, but what's the reason as to why? I want to know.
Because what I don't understand, hata mimi simona nimekuja kwako. Because Amoko ameniambia kwako. Hata wale security wanasema mambo wewe ndio umesema asiingie.
So I went there. I met a couple of guys. I met I had a short meeting with a player there, and when I went to even pay for the ticket at the gate, because I was not going to get in for free, I just wanted to pay for the ticket. These guys did not want even to take the money for the ticket. Most particularly, I know Basketball 254 talked about this in his Facebook, and the two people that I want to mention in this video are Anji, the Secretary General, and Amoko, the fixture secretary, and also doubles up as the gate collections guy. So the guy that takes tickets and also gives tickets and takes the money from the gate. So when I showed up there, it was directed to Amoko. Amoko, he said, you make videos criticizing Kenyan basketball. I was like, no, I don't criticize Kenyan basketball. And my videos, I, majority of the time, give my honest and unbiased opinion on what I see in basketball. So they have
Yeah, you can hear. You said you didn't know Anji.
Ati?
Ulikuwa Anji sio?
Aje. Siendo secgen.
Lakini leo umemwona sio?
Ati?
Amekwambia nini?
Ameniambia nini? Wewe ndio umeniambia?
Basi.
Yeye ndio ameniambia.
Okay, fine. Kama yeye nimekwambia basi uingie.
Wewe ndio umesema. So,
that misconception that I bash the federation, which is not true. And if you've been watching my channel and watch my videos for quite some time now, you'll understand that I am very objective, and you'll see this consistency, and all the videos that are done on this channel are thoroughly researched. So Amoko and Angie were there. They are going to deny this. I confronted them, and there's also an audio that I'll be dropping in the middle of the video just to talk about this. And they were in straight denial, and they did not want anything to do with me going in and watching the games.
So that is what I don't understand.
When you came earlier and you were refused to get in, was I here?
yes, you were there.
When I was sitting down, when I was talking, me, I wasn't even.
No, I came. No, you were there. No.
I was not.
No, my question. No. My question is, yeah, why you not seated there with Amoko? Why you not there?
Yeah, but we were talking about.
Yes, but I came. Niliambiwa.
I was not even seated with the Amoko. Amoko was standing. I was Nderitu. I was seated. No, wait.
No, you were seated there. When me, my eyes nadanganya. Go ahead.
My question is one.
So, if you were told not to get in by Amoko, that is why I'm telling you I was not in charge of manning the gates today. Let me get the proper whatever and I get back to you.
My question is why?
You see, Angie,
That is why I'm telling
can I tell you what Amoko told me?
Yes.
Angie is the Secretary General. Angie amesema si. Angie, I tapped you.
So is he lying?
By the simekutap.
Sasa mimi nimesema hivyo saa ngapi na sijakuwa
Sasa mimi nauliza, unajua amesema Secretary General, Angie ndiye Secretary General, yeye amesema Nderitu asiingie. That's what I don't understand.
Mbona ninarushiwa vitu that I'm not even aware of?
That's what nimesema. If there's a problem yenye amefanya na kuna write up, then you should
That
give
is
that
why I'm
write up
saying,
and challenge it.
why am I being given problems that I don't even know? When you came
Tell
here,
us now.
when you came here, I didn't even know. I'm even now. Unanipatia tu mashida. Mimi urushiwa
Shida. Angie, mimi
urushiwa tu shida
swali.
zote.
Okay, wacha nikuulize swali ya Secretary General.
Yes.
Sawa. Nderitu anaweza ingia maizi.
Let me find out what the problem is. Maybe he has done something
What did I do?
and I need to know.
What did I do?
Because one thing that I know for sure that has brought
as times progressed. And during that process, I was on the phone with Dikembe, and he joined me. And another interesting thing happened. So as I made an attempt to go in and watch the games, I really wanted even to pay for it. But, they said, no, you can't get in. But Dikembe was allowed to go in, and he offered even to pay for me, of which it was a very good gesture, because they had refused me to pay through MPESA. And it's not only did they reject my money, they categorically said, you are not supposed to get in this gym. So I obliged, because the security were there. So I was not able to get admittance into the Nyayo gym to watch the game. So Dikembe, we were here. We were there with him, and also him. He didn't get denied, but he was accepted. He was accepted to go in. But the main question that we both had was why, and what was the reason as to why I wasn't able to get in. So in this video, I'll even attempt to give and also debunk like a couple of things that I caught, because there's a video that I took of Amoko straight up saying that Angie said that I'm not supposed to go in, and also you will hear an audio of Angie saying that she didn't give that directive, although it looks like she did, but it looks like she doesn't remember. Then you'll also hear Moses Wanjara come out and say vehemently within his feelings, saying that I'm not supposed to get in. So it is so funny and so punitive in how these people are, dealing with, reality. Because if you look at even the reason as to why they were saying that I'm not supposed to go in, especially Moses Wanjara.
Kwa nini asiingie?
Anataka kufanya nini basi? Wewe anachafulia players majina hapa hivi. Players cannot even play. Hata Victoria ni text hapa.
Umechafua players wapi?
But where
When?
discuss.
When?
How to discuss.
Kwa nini?
Dikembe, he knows what he does for these players.
No,
these players wana complain huyu jamaa anafanya waiza cheza record vizuri sana. Waiza cheza international matches. Record go and say quote me. Kuna mali unaingia. Mimi nimesema Dikembe, hiyo nice kutembea. Aenda afanye tena. Mzee hapo jarizo. Huyu jamaa. He will be served. Hii nakwambia hata nini? Hayo tuwapicha ni tunafanya. Dikembe event kama ni yako, you do whatever you want.
No. This is a
event mimi nakwambia it's not.
He came into the picture way late. That time the Equity Dumas and the Ulinzi Warriors were playing, so I was still outside and it was still raining. So he came in and, he chest thumped. I will leave an audio of him talking, and you will see that this is a man that, is straight up abusing authority. And the most important thing that I really wanted to understand is, if those are directives to say that Nderitu is not supposed to go and even watch games at the Nyayo Stadium, why couldn't they release a memo so that we can go ahead and challenge it in court? So when me and Dikembe, we confronted Moses Wanjara on that thing, he said, no, we're not going to write anything. Also, Angie, she was in denial, and she says she don't want to write anything because they do not want to put themselves in a position where they can get legal redress, and they have to answer those things, because even in the KBF Constitution, there's no clause that says, this guy, or if you're saying something, contrary to the federation, I'm supposed to be there. So
my big question is,
Wait.
what did I do?
The thing that I know has brought a very big problem is you're abusing not the federation, even the players.
Where? When? Where?
Can I tell you something?
When and where? When and where? No. Produce the evidence that I did that.
Let me ask you something. Auntie, if I abuse you today, what is the direction you're supposed to take?
There are many other avenues. There are many avenues of taking that. If the federation executive is feeling that you're being,
Then you should be given a write-up.
you're being
You write
whatever, and they are feeling they don't want you to come to their functions or
This is
to
a
their
public
games.
space.
when did I abuse?
Yeah.
I want you to be concrete. When and when did I
That's why I'm
abuse?
saying.
I want you to be very
They're
specific.
feeling
No.
that way.
No. So,
Lazima show kwa nini?
show me. Nipe evidence.
Yeah, just reason.
Nipe
So that he
evidence.
can defend himself.
Nipe evidence. Museme, this date you did this. This date you did this.
You don't even
Same,
need to
pen
know
evidence.
that.
Pen evidence. Museme.
Saizi,
What did I say?
Insult, kama ni abuse. You can take action against me. Sindio? But you have to, I'll be given a chance to defend myself. Sasa, mimi sielewi why Nderitu has not refused to pay. Hata mimi nimesema tamlipia, kama ni pesa yake ndio mtaka, basi chukuni yangu. Umeelewa? I don't get it.
When you say abuse, what do you mean?
Explain.
Explain.
Mimi sijasema player.
No. When you say abuse, no. When you
It's like me deciding I'm holding a party and I don't want to invite you to
when
my,
you say abuse,
my
what do you mean?
Meet I finish.
Because you see, Angie,
Because
honestly,
now, Nderitu Paka, you're rolling your eyes.
Let me see. I'm not rolling my eyes. I just want a straight answer. I want an answer.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. It's like if you go somewhere, you want to come to my house, I'm holding a party and I don't want
So
this is a public space.
this is a public venue.
Angie,
Ni
this is a
public
public
venue.
But
space.
it's a Kenya basketball.
Ni serikali. Hadi federation.
a public space.
Gym ni serikali.
Gym is a public space, Angie.
You know,
And if I'm a threat, there's a police station there. You can go and report.
you can report. Useme Nderitu did this.
I'm a cause disturbance in the gym.
You may cause disturbance.
None. That's you cannot just wake up. If it's trespass, it's different. If it's trespass, there's a police station. You go and report. You may trespass. But just because you are in position of authority and abuse powers, that is unacceptable. Because you see now,
So you don't know. So you don't know why I'm not bad. So you don't know why I'm not bad. So you don't know why it's five kuingia.
Niambia mwenye alikutuma kwako enda upite hapa aseme mbona amewatuma kwangu.
You are the Secretary General. You're supposed to have the answer to that.
I'm telling you, I don't have an answer. Okay, I have no comment. I have no answer.
So is it okay? So is it okay?
If people allow you in, you can go, and if they don't allow you in,
They got an instruction from you. They got instruction from you
I have not
to say
even
that.
call,
To say
call
that.
those,
To
no,
say
call,
that.
go and call them.
Ask Amoko.
No, I'm telling you,
Amoko
go and
works.
call
Okay,
them.
call one of the
No, go and
security guys.
call-
Call one of the
Oh,
security guys.
achani mwende basi.
Mimi naambiwa ati mimi nimepatiana instructions.
Hata Mungu si alikuwa hapa. Aliongea na Mungu. Mungu aliwaambia. Kwa mimi Amoko ameniambia. Mimi Amoko ameniambia.
Sema
Sikiza.
so what's the
Alikuwa naenda.
So mimi hata Mungu alikuwa leo.
Unashindwa unaniuliza.
Hata mimi naitwa basi.
Amoko hapo hapo. So I don't know what's going on.
Secretary General, please advise.
So please advise.
He's not there.
So I don't know.
Amoko alienda.
It's an emotional decision that they've made. And I must say, I'm not here to play the victim at all, but it's just to give context because I've seen a lot of people are reacting to it. And if you're here, and I know you're here and you're listening, you want to listen to what I have said. And you want to listen to the sentiments that I have to say with reference to what is happening. So through the years, I've talked about the national team, I've talked about KBF, and I've talked about like the things that I like and I don't like about how things are run and how they wish to take those things. It's entirely up to them. They can say that it's in the majority of the time they say that I'm insulting the players, which I must say they have to provide proof when and where I said that. Go ahead, compile and say that I said this about this player and make sure it's in context, not just saying that you abused the player. Because when I confronted Moses Wanjara on that fact, couldn't even mention anything, couldn't even say who I abused, couldn't even say anything that I said. Then they come out and say, you're always abusing players, what not. So my question is, if you say that I am doing that, can you provide proof and evidence that I did that? And also another thing that I found interesting was Angie did not even have an answer as to why I was bad. Because when I confronted her personally, when Dikembe was there, she froze up. She didn't say that. And she was just shifting the goalpost, saying that maybe it's Amoko who said that. But when in the video, Amoko is the one who made the order and said that I'm not supposed to go in. So it's a back and forth. It's a very childish affair. It's very unbecoming for a Secretary General to operate in such a childish way. And also Moses Wanjara, I must say he's also a man who came off very feminine, and he's somebody who he used his emotions to deal with an issue that it requires a lot of logic. Because if you have an issue with me in particular, why don't you, if there's a problem that you've seen and you're saying that I have said anything contrary, why don't you produce the evidence and we challenge it? So it's very feminine with his reaction, and I will leave the audio so that you can listen to it at the end. I'll leave some pieces inside the video, and also leave a whole excerpt at the end because it's very important that you understand like the whole context of what really happened. So I must say, I was not surprised. I was not shocked. If you looked at even my face, I was like, I didn't like I was just smiling all through because that means like the message is hitting home. And when they understand that people are watching and people understand and people know the bullshit that they are spewing, that's when other people start waking up, and they start waking up and realize that things need to change. So even this whole cancellation thing happened even last year when I made a couple of comments in the Kenya Basketball Fraternity Forum. Then I got blacklisted on that on that Facebook group because I had a contrary opinion on the national team. And I was very straightforward. I did not beat around the bush, and I was very straightforward and hit home. And I was very factual when I was saying things. So they didn't like that, and they decided to remove me from the group. So even when they removed me from the group, it didn't change the fact that Kenyan basketball, especially at the national team level, is mediocre. Barring me from entering KBF does not change the fact that Kenyan basketball has a lot to change, and not even on the players level, because the players are doing whatever they have. The players are doing everything that they must do to get better. But the big issue that I have is with the officials and the Kenya Basketball Federation fraternity itself, like the people who are running things and the people who are making decisions. They do not want a contrary opinion. They do not want to get challenged. And that's the telltale signs of people who are corrupt. And they're operating like a mafia. And if you've seen in a couple of posts I made previously, even a few weeks ago, a few months ago, I've seen that I've been using the tag KBF Mafia. So the KBF Mafia, they're operating like a mafia. They do not like getting challenged, and they don't like accountability. And anyone who says something contrary to what they're saying, they just go ahead and blacklist them. So for me, they decided to take that route, despite the fact that it doesn't even change anything. If you've been following me for quite some time now, you'll notice that 2023, I didn't even set foot in the Nyayo gym. It's only recently that I just said, you know what, let me just turn up for the games and just watch them. And honestly, I must say they had discussed this thing, and I know there was an internal memo to talk about this thing. Oh, how can you deal with Nderitu? Okay, we remove him from the group. He's not keeping quiet. Because they can't threaten or intimidate me into silence, they have nothing on me at all. So the best thing that they can do is just bar me from entering the venue. But one thing that they must understand is the information is still there, and whatever happens, I already have insights of whatever happens. So the news is always going to be there. The KNBL Weekly, it's always going to be there. Your go-to source for KBF news. It will always turn up on Monday. So it doesn't change anything. The only thing that they think that they have won is not allowing me to get into the venue, which is fine. I have no problem with that. But it doesn't change the fact that your people are corrupt. It doesn't change the fact that you people are incompetent. And you, Moses Wanjara, you're sitting on that position. You're sitting at the Assistant Secretary General position illegitimately. Nobody elected you. You are there illegitimately. And by today's confrontation, you came off very feminine. And I want to get personal with you because you are somebody who talk like somebody who has no brain and has nothing between their ears. And even if you hear the audio, you will see the sheer chest thumping that he had. And honestly, if you really, really did not want me to be on the venue, you should have at least dropped a memo. Like the weak memos that you drop, you should have written a memo saying that Nderitu is bad from entry. We go to court and we challenge it. So that's how it happens. So honestly, I must say I'm not shocked nor surprised. I'm just I'm just puzzled at how they went about dealing with things. But anyway, it is what it is. Kenyan basketball content will not stop coming from this channel, and right now it's a lot of things. I have a lot of things going on in my mind, but I just said let me just give you an insight and input on what happened, and also I'll give you a quick roundup of what happened during the weekend activities in my KNBL Weekly. So make sure to check that one out. And this is my message to Moses Wanjara, Angie, and Amoko. Next time, if you want to come and say that I spew hateful things or abuse, make sure you come up with your evidence. Do your research, come up with evidence, and say whatever it is I said, because I've recorded over 3,000 videos on these channels, and also both channels combined. They combined for about 8,000 videos. So if you have something that you feel like I said that was abusive, produce it and we challenge it. And I'll give you the reason why, because if you look at all the videos that I make, if you've been following this channel, you know that everything that we say is truly and solely based on facts. These are things that happened. You cannot change failure. You cannot say that this player is not supposed to be accountable and he scored 0 points. So make sure to get your facts right, okay? Because I know you're going to listen to this one. Most people who are weak-minded like you people will listen to it, and you have to understand that. And the content is not stopping, and you people you're going to be in for a long year. So I must say congratulations. You've played yourself. You have truly played yourself, and a lot of videos are just gonna come your way. So make sure like, share, subscribe to the channel, because a lot of videos are gonna come, and I'll just be, you know, dropping videos, just talking about you guys, and yeah, we'll see what happens. So if you guys like this video, make sure you leave your feedback down in the comments. I know a lot of people have had mixed reactions onto this, so this one is just clear up the air. And if anything develops, I'll also drop another video talking about this matter. So with that one, I'm out. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one.
Kwa nini asiingie?
Anataka kufanya nini basi? Wewe anachafulia players majina hapa hivi. Players cannot even play. Hata Victoria ni text hapa.
Wapi? Umechafua players wapi?
But when? To discuss.
Kwa nini?
Dikembe, he knows what he does for these players. No, these players wana complain huyu jamaa anafanya waiza atacheza record vizuri sana. Waiza atacheza international matches. Record go and say quote me. Kuna mali unaingia. Mimi nimesema Dikembe, hiyo nice kudanganya. Haingii, aenda afanye tena.
Mose hapo jarizo.
Huyu jamaa.
Mose,
he will be served. Hii nakwambia hata nini? Hayo tuwapi chenye tunafanya. Dikembe event kama ni yako, you do whatever you want.
No. This is a
event.
public
Mimi nakwambia it's not. We have hired this place. It's not for free. We have hired this place. You cannot tell us it's a public space. Are you the one who are paid for the event?
This is a public space.
Kama hawezi kuwa na troll.
Players Kenya kuna freedom of expression. Wacha nikwambie.
Ya control players cannot even perform.
Kama player kuna issue, akona right.
How many players have complained for us?
Nderitu.
Hakuna kitama hiyo.
Siwakuje kwangu basi.
I'm saying you are not going in. Personally, I'm saying that. You cannot be at a natural killer. Who are you?
Okay, fine. I challenge you.
Yeah.
Put it in writing. Put it in writing.
You're not going in.
Put it in writing.
But go in, but
siweke uandike.
There is no issue.
Enda uandike. Andika.
You can go in.
Andika to challenge.
Why not going to change everything?
Andika to challenge.
Mimi kwani you man. I cannot even challenge you.
Unaogopa?
I cannot challenge you. Kama mimi place kuja ingie.
Hapana, Mose hapo jaribu kama mtu amedashia.
Players cannot even perform.
Si useme niliotoa kuna issue wa msuu. Ati?
Are you wewe unaje? You don't see what he says about national team. Allow the players to play. Allow them to play and then you comment later.
Koko na issue nani
Allow those players to play and then you comment later after the assignment.
Player mgani? Suseme ni nani
nimetaja shule.
Suseme ni nani? Unashinda hata ujui kenye unasema. Ujui hata
kenye unasema. At the end of the day.
Siende basi.
Hakuna kitu. Mimi ndio nimekataa.
Hata ujui. Si put it in writing. Put it to write basi.
Hata ingia Endo
andike. Kama pana mwingine. Andika. Acha woga.
I swear.
Uko na woga.
No, haina shida. I swear before God. Hata kweli nani? He cannot.
Haina shida.
It's a public place. Anything happens says.
Unajipiga kifua.
Piga kifua.
Go ahead and do whatever.
Sawa.
Kimbia.
Sawa, jipiga kifua Mose. Unajipiga kifua.
Nimefunga mikono ucheze.
Mimi sijakwambia wewe ni otula. Mimi sijakwambia wewe ni otula. Na mimi nakwambia.
Put it in writing.
Wacha nipige kifua.
Enda uandike.
Mimi si chairman.
Enda uandike.
I won't.
Enda uandike.
Kama ameingia.
Nimwache ni mwoga. He's scared bro. Ni mwoga. Acha na yeye hawezi andika.
I'm a very smart guy.
So, you're smart kuambia mtu
asiambie. I'm smart guy.
Siwende basi na already work.
You are not going in. You are better than that. Better than what? Trolling players on a national assignment. Trolling players on a national assignment.
So,
let him allow those players to play aongee vibaya.
Sindaongea tu.
Mtu wako national assignment.
They're still on the menu. They're still on the menu bro. Andika, acha woga. Acha. Unaongea sana na una kitu. Si ukimbie basi. Huko nini ya gava bro? Si yako. Polisi ndio ile pale bro. Unaogopa nini? Toka hapa. Mdomo. Just fucking talking. So is this how you So that's the reason why. So that's the reason why. No, it's not who came and talk shit hapa. Ndio alikuja kaongea shit hapa. Anaongea nini?
Hey. Vipi? Uko salama?
So that's your assistant.
Bro.
That's your assistant.
Achacho.
I mean, so we know where the order came from. So.
Abio.
Nataka kujua. Simaandiki. Niwaga sana. Kila kitu.
Anji. Mimi nipatie tu feedback niende nyumbani kama iwezekani. Kwa nini? You know there's no explanation being given.
So hata hujasema kitu.